Chris, and that 9 titles is a key figure according to PBA rules. If you win 10 national championships, you're seeded into the Firestone for life if you maintain a Touring 2 status. That means at least 50% of the tournaments. Right now, Tommy Hudson, in order to stay in the Firestone, would have to maintain a Touring 1 status. That takes a lot more tournaments. It's a big title, that 10th one.
He's been waiting in the wings as tournament leader. And the man with a big forward motion, Tommy Hudson of Akron, opens with a strike. And now Bob Handley, who had 9 in his last game, 265 to 245, shooting on the right.
2 of the finest gentlemen in professional bowling going at it for $12,000.
Any sport, they're great. Leilani Lanes.
Bob Handley, who told us he cut his hook down. I don't see where it is. I'd like to borrow just some of it. Gets that ball back, wrist cocked, hand underneath, just almost palm shot. Look at that left leg. He just almost throws himself off balance, but tremendous power is the savior of his shot.
Boy, a high hit, leaving only the 610.
You have to give it room if you have the big hook. Handley went right at the nose. Really didn't even cross over. Just cuts through the heart, gets a break, and only leaves the 610 cross lane. Tough shot, especially for a cranker.
In our first 2 spring tours, Bob finished 73rd and 132nd. So he's come back. Speed to spare. Oh, that made it pump a little faster.
To power players like Handley, spares are bonuses almost. But that was the downfall of Bellinger last match, missing that 10-pin. You have to have your spares, no matter how much power you have.
Tommy Hudson, our tournament leader, opened with a strike. Second frame, championship match. A 4-pin on the right lane.
Tommy Hudson, a well-rounded bowler, learned to bowl in the late 60s, developed himself out here on the tour in the 70s, and has what we call an in-between shot. He plays well inside or outside. He doesn't throw the big hook, and he doesn't throw real hard. As a stylist, has a really good game that will last a long time out on the tour. Look at that average on the championship here, 246.
All right.
Hudson, as compared to Handley, is almost the same position, but actually his body is a little more steady through the middle of the shot. Look at his wrist is not cupped at the top, and he lifts around the ball. See that thumb pointing down, and notice his foot is almost perpendicular to the foul line, pointing the direction you want the ball to go. Tommy reaching back to get some tape. People are glad that the roll of tape rolled away from him. When your thumb hole's a little loose, or finger holes, that's a good idea. Tommy taking his time to put some tape in there. You have to have a good feel in that hole, or you squeeze the ball too much or drop it.
Lisa Ann, the daughter of Barbara and Tommy Hudson. Look at that face.
And the reason we pre-taped that beautiful picture is we would hate to have one of the children's crying or screams affect a shot, as the set is very quiet.
Surprised some of the wives don't scream occasionally.
He carried that shot in the first frame. He just ripped the 5 over into the 4-7 area and got it out on this particular shot. A great shot. Trusts it real well. The head pin goes to sideboard. Actually interferes with the 4-7 action. Looks like it's going. But 3 pounds, 4 ounces of plastic and wood fail to fall.
It's up straight now. Must have been a bowler that wrote the tune Undecided now. Oh, golly. Now it's Handley. First in the Greater Miami Open here in 1982. Bob Handley, 2 strikes, 3 claims as we check his footwork.
Chris, as you said, he stalks the foul line, just heel toe, heel toe. You can actually hear him plodding on the approach. Now watch his right foot as he slides. Now see it kick around behind him? Look at it, goes up over his head. And in the Hartford Open, look at his comeback. He fouled with that foot one time as it came around. He uses so much energy when he throws the ball.
Fourth frame, final game, worth 12 to the winner, 7,000 to the runner-up. Big double for Bob Handley. This title match, the Seattle Open, will continue, but first we're going to take a break here at Leilani Lanes for a commercial message, and then we'll be back. The tournament leader, Tommy Hudson, was about ready to move to the line, then his concentration broke and stepped off the approach. He's trailing by 11 pins, has a spare working, shooting in the fourth frame. Good idea. 3 of the past 5 years, Tommy Hudson has made the finals on these lanes. We asked him why he does so well at Leilani.
Well, I think the reason why I bowl so well here at Leilani Lanes is the roll in my bowling ball. Most guys roll next to the thumb hole, but I roll next to the fingers and thumb hole, and it gives me a very even roll here at Leilani.
And the reason he gets that high roll is he drops his thumb early in the shot and then lifts through with the wrist. Good shot there.
All right.
Chris, if Hudson can keep his speed up like that, he's going to give Handley all he can handle. Hudson's the only fault he's ever had in championship matches is when he slows down and tries to aim. Those last 2 shots, he just cut it loose.
All right. With a double up, shooting in the 6th frame, trailing now by 1. Ten pin on the right lane.
Handley, with all that power, still couldn't drive the 6 into the 10 to knock out the weak 10. Now watch this wrist roll. Now see how it rolls underneath the ball and then lifts straight up the back. You didn't see Handley's fingers come around the ball. Most people believe power is coming around the ball. It's coming up through the ball with the body and arm in proper position.
We're in the championship match. Tommy Hudson of Akron, Ohio, bowling Bob Handley of Fairway, Kansas, for the title and $12,000.
Chris, the reason some of the players look away while their opponent is bowling is not to be psyched out. A player, when he has an idea of where he wants the ball to roll and how it should look going down the lane, doesn't want to watch another player's trajectory. As Tommy Hudson looks away from Handley, there's no use watching Handley's ball and getting a bad idea that may affect your subconscious mind.
All right, Handley back in the pocket now in the 6th frame. 109 through 5 and an even match. But Hudson is up and he has a double working. He can change things as he now is shooting in the 6th frame. And a 10-pin lead.
Watch the 2-pin, the 3rd pin on the left-hand part of your screen. Go to the sideboard and do the damage. See, it comes between the 4-7. A great break, and what a crucial situation. Right now, Hudson has a 10-pin lead. He's up on the lane. He should hit the best. Hudson does not like the real hooking lanes because he doesn't throw hard like Handley. He has an opportunity to take a 20-pin lead with another strike and make it a 4-bagger.
Sports City of Seattle. Flying in here from New York, I came with Mr. Elmer Nordstrom, president of the Seahawks, as they were in New York trying to get the 1985 Super Bowl. Nelson?
That's a great football game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, things are working right.
Now, we talk about a lane favoring a player. This ball would have hooked high or out, or be an errant shot on the right-hand lane. But because the left-hand lane is a little slicker, Tommy got away with rolling the ball short and gets a great break as the 6 pops into the 10.
Now, Handley